A very warm welcome, everybody, to the drivers' press conference ahead of the FIA Formula One Monaco Grand Prix. Two groups coming your way as ever. Group 1 in front of you now, Pierre Gasly, Charles Leclerc and Isaac Hadjar. Now, a question to you all to start with. There was a special screening of F1 the movie last night. Can we get your thoughts? What did you think? Pierre, let's start with you.
Yeah, well, honestly, it was really cool to be able to watch the movie for the first time. I think it looked great. I think for Formula One, for the sports, it's an amazing opportunity to dive into our world. And yeah, it's a Hollywood movie. But yeah, personally, I'm a big fan of Brad Pitt, which, you know, he makes us all look very good as a Formula One driver. And I think the production did a fantastic job, you know, to have the real. Well, I don't want to give too much away. I don't know how much I can say, but definitely hope that people from the outside is gonna enjoy it.
Thanks, Pierre. Charles? Yeah, let's come to you now. You're sat next to Charles, so I thought we could start just by throwing it back to last weekend. Have you two had a chance to chat about what happened at Piratella?
Yeah. We talked. Right after the race, we talked to each other, and then coming here after reviewing some of the videos, we talked as well with each other. So it's all clear. We had a good fight already the lap before turn 7. Charles put his nose in turn 7, and we had like a small touch, and then all the way up to turn 8, we're side by side, and I tried to, fight the position, giving some space, and ultimately thought I could make the corner. And the grip was lower than I thought. So it was all talked about, and as friends as we are of the track, when we get to the track, we'll obviously fight each other as hard as we can.
So all good between you?
Yeah.
Let's bring it on to this weekend. Pierre, you've always gone very well in Monaco. I think it's 5 points finishes for you in your F1 career. Just give us a little preview of this weekend and whether you think the Alpine will go well.
I think, as Charles touched on, Monaco is one of these tracks where it's difficult to predict or have a clear idea of what the performance is going to be at. I think it's one of those tracks as a driver where you feel you can have a bigger impact on the performance. It's probably one of those tracks where potentially the car performance are a little bit more level compared to traditional track, and all of that bring good opportunities. So on my side, I see a weekend full of opportunities, quite optimistic about what we can do, and I know it can be a great chance for us to get some points. So one of my favorite tracks, as you said, it's always worked out quite well around here for me, and I'm looking forward to another year. It's
a mandatory 2-stop race. Do you think that will provide opportunities for you?
I always see things from the bright angle. So I see opportunities. I see some unknown which we should embrace rather than being afraid of. And at the end of the day, I'm not too sure everybody knows what this is going to do. It might actually not change much. I think what's remain extremely important is the qualifying. So we know if you get it right in quali, at least you do a big part of the job. But I'm sure it's going to open up some potential strategy which we'll have to be on top of. Yeah.
All right, thank you for that. And Isaac,
I'm okay.
Oh, you're okay, good.
But
good. Thank goodness for that.
Something could give up anytime, Okay. I felt weak.
Has Isaac got a future at FC Versailles?
No. Maybe in the management, I like his mentality and his team spirit. So not on the pitch. Yeah. He runs. I must say, he's a great player because he just goes all out. Same as on track, he's the same on the pitch. So I'm not too sure for the body he's the best, but at least for the team, it's great.
All right, thanks, guys. Next one, please. Yeah.
Hi. I was going to ask another thing, but now you're talking about football, Pierre. I have to ask you. I'm sorry, Mariana from Band TV. If you're not a driver, would you be a football player? And if you would, who do you want to play for? And who's the best player of all times for you?
Well, that's a lot of questions. You're gonna get
Who's the
told off
best
for that.
in every, I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, of all times, who's the best player, football player for you?
You can't answer that question. It's the same as saying who is the best F1 driver of all time. Different generation. You gotta go for Messi or Ronaldo, but you know it's one of those two. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Zizou to me is my icon since I was a kid. You know, that's the one I looked up to. You know, whether you can say is the best of all time, it's always very tricky. But for sure, as a kid, initially my dream was to be a football player until the first time I jumped in a go-kart, and that first lap out there, that dream of football just disappeared, and then I was like, it's all about Formula One now. But I kept, you know, playing football, and to be fair, exactly, if F1 would have not been part of my life, I would have tried to pursue a career in football. Don't think I would have made it, but at least, yeah, it was clearly my second dream as a kid, yeah.
Next.
Panos Itanis from Antena TV Greece. A question for all three. Yesterday we had the Nationale Piloti traditional game here in Monaco. Charles as a guest, Pierre as a captain, and Isaac playing as well. So, how important? How much do you enjoy playing in games like that? And how important is it to have an activity that you do all together?
Who wants to start with that? The captain.
The captain? All right.
Well, the enjoyment is probably 100 out of 10. You know, it's I love football. I love playing. I love, you know, the feeling. I used to play when I was a kid, and I absolutely loved every single game and practice. And now to be able to play in these sort of events, especially in an iconic stadium, kind of remind me of some of my dreams, you know, I had when I was a kid. So to me, it's incredible to live this moment, and then on top to be able to, as you say, like share a moment where you get the drivers, which, you know, ultimately are your rivals when you get to the track, to work together. It's quite a unique feeling. So yesterday I'm with Isaac, you know, on my left, trying to work out how to go and score a goal, to defend together with Carlos, a couple of Charles we used to play as well in the past. Bierman, it's just a nice event and a nice way to get into the Monaco race weekend. And on top of that, you know, we do it for charities. There was the Jules Foundation Association yesterday that we supported. And it's just great to gather a lot of people. The fans are happy, we are happy, we get some money to support those charities. So it's just a great win for everybody. But it's unique to Monaco. And yeah, it's always, I must say, a great highlight of the weekend.